What's up, you guys? Lexis here. I never explained my thoughts and experience after the show, and I feel like it's something that I do want to talk about because it's been a year since I competed. I competed June 13th, 2015, a year later, and I'm still being affected by my competition. I've been affected mostly negatively from competing. I'm not going to say the sport's bad because I am competing again. I started my binge eating 4 weeks into my prep. So literally for the rest of the 8 weeks that I was prepping, I was binge eating like no other. And I did not share most of this with you guys. You guys knew that I sometimes ate crap. I remember that I showed you guys some of the Easter candy I ate. I didn't show you half of what I was eating. I ate 10,000 calories of Oreos in one sitting. I just ate 10,000 calories and I'm still skinny. It screwed me up so fucking bad, you guys. That binge eating that I began to do on my prep has fucked me up till this day. Within the past 48 hours, I have eaten these by myself. 1, 2, 3, and that's 4 things of ice cream that I've eaten in 42 hours. This is a fresh box of Oreos in one sitting. I literally just had Fruity Pebbles before making this video, 2 bowls. That's just a sneak preview. I loved food before I competed, but it's not something that was obsessive in my mind. I didn't eat something and think, oh, this is gonna be fucking 1,000 calories right here. Calories didn't matter to me, and body issues never were a thing I thought about. I remember one day, when I was in track, you'd have to change your clothes in the bathroom with all the other girls, and one girl was like, oh my god, you have the best abs. And I didn't even know that I had abs. The first time I ever thought I had abs, to be honest with you guys, the first time I ever knew I had abs was when I competed. When I saw my obliques and I saw my 6-pack coming in, and I was just like, whoa, I like these. But before that, I really didn't pay that much attention. I liked my biceps. That's what I paid attention to. So when I competed, I went home. So I went from 145 to 170 by the time I was back home, and that was probably within 3 weeks. You know when you look in those mirrors and they make you look distorted and huge and just so disgusting? When I looked into a regular mirror, that's what I saw. My mom was saying right after my competition, no, you have body dysmorphia, this is not normal, you are still skinny. I would stare at myself in the mirror so horrified. It wasn't about the weight, it was about the way I looked. When I went back home, I refused to put on a swimsuit. I put on a swimsuit maybe twice. My summers up until then have been all about being in your swimsuit. Even if you're at home, you are in your swimsuit, girl, you are in your swimsuit. You are freaking walking around the house in your swimsuit and your cover up, and you're rocking it, and you're rocking out to music, and you're laying by the pool, and you're hanging with your friends, and you're always in your swimsuit. And that's always how it's been until the summer I competed. I couldn't get in a swimsuit. I hated the way I looked. I was so ashamed of my body. I won't like the way I look, but I'm still gonna get in a bikini because it's summer, and I'm not letting that stop me like it did last year. And I'm still the biggest I've ever been in my entire life. Still. I want to be upfront with you guys because I want you guys to see where I am, but I don't want someone who weighs more than me to feel like I'm saying that you guys are overweight or look bad. This is what competing has done to me. I have never cared about what our bodies look like before ever in my life until I competed. And this is what it's done. A lot of people are going to sit here and comment and say that I am overweight because I've had this issue with people commenting on my videos and saying that I'm overweight. You've lost yourself since you competed. But part of that is I'm also getting a shit ton of more muscle. And I'm in defense of that, I am getting so much more muscle, and I freaking feel better than I did when I competed. I mean, I am going to I'm gonna get skinny naturally when I'm doing this marathon training. I have goals now that don't relate to my body. They relate to me being competitive, back to the way I was in high school, when I don't focus on those aesthetics, because those really don't mean that much to me, to be honest with you guys. A lot of people do their fitness for aesthetic reasons, and I just don't. I've always been such a tomboy, and sitting here in a freaking dress right now, but like, I've always been a tomboy. I've always been really competitive too. And that's how I base my goals is on competition. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking like. I have spandex shorts underneath here, so don't get like freaked out. So this is how I've been looking for the past year. And you guys are just about to get to see it. I just like hate to show you guys this and say that I weigh the most and I look the worst than I ever have in my entire life. And then people feel bad about themselves because maybe they don't look like this, or maybe they're just starting on their journey. Like, I'm not saying you guys look bad. Like, this is why I kind of don't want to show you. And then there's gonna be the people who say that I do look like shit, like you need to get on a cardio plan like right now and start running 2 hours a day. There's gonna probably be both of those sides. This pooch right here has never been there. So all of this is stuff that I've never had before. The other thing was that my legs have also gotten so big. I hold most of my fat in my legs, so you can kind of see right here where all the fat is. And I have like a lot of cellulite on my legs, if you can see it. The first thing that my grandpa said to me, looking like this, was, "Looks like you gained 30 pounds of fat." I can't tell you the feeling that gave me. He doesn't really know what the hell I did. He doesn't know what the hell I competed in. But when I walk in a fucking door 6 months after him seeing me, because I moved in February and then I got back in June, late June. When the first thing that someone says to me is, "Looks like you've gained 30 pounds of fat," that fucks you up. That really fucking fucks you up. Said that I did not look good. With what I just showed you, I did not look good because that's not how they were used to seeing me. They were used to seeing me as a freaking twig. Overall, my experience, honestly, post-competition was shit. It was shit. But I'm getting back to feeling fucking awesome, and that's really all that matters. Like, even when I go back and look at pictures and videos from this summer, I'm like, oh, I was skinnier there than I am now. And I think the reason why we do this is people in general is think we're in a worse situation than we were in the past. It's just because we're so hard on ourselves. And in a way, we might all see ourselves a little differently. We might see ourselves in a better situation than we really are, or we might see ourselves in a worse situation. But I think the best way to go about it is to find that balance. So I work with a lot of clients who see themselves in a worse situation than they're in, or they see themselves like not being able to improve, or they feel like they're just worthless, or they feel negatively about themselves. And I think in a way, going through this has helped me more than anything be able to tell my clients that I relate to their body issues. I can say that I understand you're feeling stuck. You can't get to where you want to be, or you can't get back to the way you were, or you feel like food's taking over your life, or you feel like you're going to struggle with binging or something like that. I understand that now. And if I were to train someone and they have those issues, I wouldn't honestly know how to relate to that. I could totally relate to things like anxiety and depression because I've suffered from that for all of my life. I can relate to them now, and I can help them and guide them through it. And I think although this situation has been shit, I have overcome it, and I don't care that I eat Oreos. Oh. I can eat Oreos and not feel guilty about it. Although I am weighing more than I've ever weighed in my life, and although my body, I'm bigger than I've ever been in my entire life because gains and also because of body fat, I'm still really, really healthy. I eat nutritious foods. I also eat things like Oreos. This is what a balanced life is about. This is what finding a quality and amazing life is about. I overcame eating 10,000 calories a day of Oreos. A day. Do you know how many boxes of Oreos I was eating? It was ridiculous. I also read a quote that said something about, don't base your goals on going back to the way you were. Base your goals off of being better than you were before. So essentially what that's saying is I don't need to go back to the life that I had in the past, because when you focus on the past, you're not moving forward. What this is saying is Don't worry about what you were in the past. You're going to be better than you were in the past. So don't even worry about it. Focus on how you're going to improve. Focus on the future. Focus on moving forward. Before, I looked better than this in the past, but I'm going to be looking better than I did in the past in the future. I'm going to be running a freaking marathon, which is something I've never done, and I'm so freaking excited and really kind of nervous because honestly, running that 10K that I did last week, like, scared the hell out of me because it was really, really hard, and I don't know how the hell I'm gonna run 20 miles extra. And I'm also gonna do a strongman competition, which I'm so excited for too. I don't have a date set. I don't even know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm doing it. This is exciting because this is gonna be based off of like strength and doing fun ass like competitions. It's like adult hide and seek tag, which I still want to play hide and seek tag. Like, I still like that shit. I get competitive over that shit too. And I mean, it's like the same fucking concept. You're like fucking playing games to compete against other people. Like, strongman to me is a freaking game. Marathon's not a game to me. That's like real competitive shit that I'm really kind of scared about doing, but I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to finish it. And do it with my dad, so I'm really excited, although he for sure is going to run faster than me. But if I can get to that point where I'm running as fast as him, which I pay attention to his times, and he is fast as hell because he's like a marathon runner, a cyclist, like he's crazy. It's been a bittersweet experience, but I'm definitely going to compete again. Although sometimes I come off very crazy and silly, and I mean, that's my personality. What you guys see, that's my real personality, but you don't understand that like inside, like I've really struggled a lot, and I still eat like a crazy person. But anyways, I hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. I'm so awkward on camera. Oh my goodness. Say within the past 48 math. Ow, my fucking leg. Ow, ow, ow. That's not my underwear. That was like a fucking ow. And now I have to chew this before I finish talking. I can eat Oreos. Do I have stuff on my lips? And I'm gonna run a freaking marathon. I need to pull my dress down. My neighbor, my window's open and my neighbor is just like laughing at me right now.